Привіт, друзі! Вітаю на каналі VERBA. Today we will talk about possessive pronouns, присвійні займенники, and also a little bit about the vocabulary topic родина або сім'я, family. Before we begin, I want to remind you that if you are looking for a teacher of Ukrainian language, we are waiting for you on the trial lesson in VERBA school. You can write me to my email or find the application form on our website via the link in the video description. Our teachers will be glad to help you learning beautiful Ukrainian language. And let's go on. Possessive pronouns. What are they? These are those pronouns that helps us to express possession or ownership, and they answer the question whose. Whose is this thing? And let's see. The thing is that in Ukrainian we have 4 different forms of the question whose, because it has genders and numbers. So whose can have masculine form if the object is masculine. Then it will sound like чий. If the object is feminine, then we will use the feminine form чия. If it's neuter, чиє. If plural, чиї. Чий, for example, чий будинок. Чия автівка. Чиє дзеркало, neuter. And plural, чиї друзі. Whose friends, right? So depending on the gender and number of the object, we change the question word itself. And the possessive pronouns also will have 4 forms. For example, my personal pronoun is я, but possessive pronouns are мій будинок, моя, feminine, моя автівка, моє дзеркало, neuter, and мої друзі, plural, my friends. So we have 4 different forms. And you can see that the same will work for all pronouns except for his, hers, or her, and its. So those that are formed from він, вона, and воно. They will have pronouns його, which will work for both masculine and neuter pronouns. His or its will always be just його, and feminine form her will be її. So here, for these 3 pronouns, for the third person singular form, we do not care about the object. What is its gender or number? We just say його or її. For all other personal pronouns, we change it. So, about my, we already said. Yours, singular, will be твій, твоя, твоє, твої. As you can see, endings here are matching. Then, here also we have matching forms for our and yours, plural. Наш, ваш, наша, ваша, наше, ваше, наші, ваші. And separate pattern will go for their, їхній, їхня, їхнє, їхні. Let's take a look at these examples. Це мій брат. I use here masculine form мій because the object is brother, брат, which is masculine word. That is why мій also is masculine. The next one. Це моя сестра. This is my sister. Sister is feminine, so I use feminine form моя. Це моя сестра. Це моє кошеня. Кошеня is a kitten, a little cat. So, the words with this ending usually are neuter in Ukrainian. You can go back to our lesson about Ukrainian genders and check it out. So, кошеня is neuter, that is why we say моє, моє кошеня. And plural form. Це мої брати і сестри. These are my brothers and sisters. Мої, plural. By the way, in Ukrainian we do not have the word for siblings, so we will just say брат і сестра or брати і сестри. Something like this. By the way, the same will work for grandparents. We don't have such a word, so we instead of it will say бабуся і дідусь або бабусі і дідусі. Ось так. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Let's practice it a little bit. Here you can see some examples. Це твоя книга? Ні, це не моя книга. Книга is feminine, that is why we use the feminine forms твоя, моя. The next example. Це наш новий будинок. Наш, ours. And we use masculine form because будинок is masculine word. The next one. Це наші сусіди і їхній собака. So, наші, it's a plural form because neighbors, сусіди, is a plural word. Наші сусіди, our neighbors. And here you may ask me, okay, Nika, why їхній собака you use in masculine form? If собака has ending a. You need to know that собака is an exception in Ukrainian, and even despite of the ending a, it will be masculine word. So in the literature Ukrainian, собака is masculine word. Мій собака, їхній собака, наш собака, and so on. You can use собака as feminine word only in conversational Ukrainian if you speak about actually female dog. Then you could say це моя собака. But in literature Ukrainian, собака is masculine. Тому їхній собака. Okay? Let's go on. Це ваш гаманець? Так, мій. Ваш гаманець. Гаманець is masculine word. That is why ваш, мій. Це моя сестра і її подруга. Моя сестра, моя. Сестра is feminine, that is why моя. And її подруга. Her friend. We remember that її doesn't change, right? For any object it will be just її. The same as for his, його, which we have in the next example. Хто його вчитель? Олена Іванівна. I hope these examples are clear. If you have any questions, as usual, write me a comment. And now I want us to practice a little bit. This is our character. And he says, Привіт! Я Дмитро, а це моя родина. Моя родина. Родина, family, is feminine word, that's why моя. Моя родина. And now we will imagine that we are Dmitro, and what he says about his family. He introduces us who is who. For example, he say, this is my grandma. So how to say it in Ukrainian? We have the full sentence except for the possessive pronoun, which should be my. Let's check it out. Which pronoun we will use for бабуся? Мій, моя, моє, мої. Which of them? Бабуся is feminine, right? So that is why here we would say моя. Це моя бабуся. Now, дідусь. Дідусь. Мій. Це мій дідусь. The next one. Батьки. What is батьки? We know that батько is a father, but батьки will be translated as parents. These are my parents. Це мої батьки. Мої батьки. Okay, here is his wife. дружина. He says, this is my wife. Це моя дружина. Right? Моя дружина. Then their kids, or he says, my kids. Мої діти. Because діти is plural, it's children. Це мої діти. And the last word in this list. Цуценя. Цуценя. Who is цуценя? This is a puppy. And again, the same as we had for кошеня previously, цуценя is a neuter word. So basically, we will use the pronoun that is neuter. Це моє цуценя. Perfect. Well, let's go on. Now we see again Дмитро and його родину. So his family. Imagine that we are speaking already not from the first person, from his person, but about him as the third person. Then, which pronouns we will use in the same sentences when we want to say, this is his grandmother, his grandfather, and so on. Це його бабуся, right? Його бабуся, his grandma. Це його дідусь. The next one. Це його батьки. Again, we do not change the pronoun його. Це його дружина. Це його діти. І це його цуценя. So for his, the same as for her, like її, we do not change the pronoun. Perfect. And now I want us to practice a little bit. Here we have the family tree, their names. I will tell you about their relations between each other, and you will need to answer my questions that I will ask you sometimes. So, follow me. Це Оксана. Це Оксана. Хто Леся для Оксани? Леся – її сестра. Right? Леся – її сестра. А хто Максим для Оксани? Максим – її брат. Максим – її брат, Леся – її сестра. А хто Олена для Оксани? Олена – її мати, or мама. А Тарас? Тарас – її батько або тато. Це її мама, це її тато. А хто Ірина для Оксани? Ірина – її бабуся. А Петро? Петро – її дідусь. А хто Галина для Оксани? Галина – теж її бабуся. А Іван – теж її дідусь. А хто Тетяна і Олег для Оксани? Тетяна – її тітка, а Олег – її дядько. Тітка і дядько. Okay, if we take a look not on Oksana, but on some different person here. For example, Тарас. Це Тарас. Хто Олена для Тараса? Олена – його дружина. Олена – його дружина. А хто Ірина для Тараса? Ірина – його мати. А Петро? Петро – його батько. Perfect. А хто Максим для Тараса? Максим – його син. Леся – його донька. Perfect. Now, Олена. Це Олена. Хто Галина для Олени? Галина – її мати. А Іван? Іван – її батько. А Тетяна? Хто Тетяна для Олени? Тетяна – її сестра. Great. If we want to ask it a little bit differently. Хто Галина та Іван для Олени? Галина та Іван together для Олени. Вони її батьки. Вони її батьки. А хто Максим, Оксана та Олеся для Олени? Вони її діти. Right? Вони її діти. Perfect. Here I also want you to repeat the names of family members. If we take a look from Oksana's point of view, she would say це я, це мій брат, це моя сестра, це моя мама, це мій тато, мій дідусь, моя бабуся, ще одна бабуся, ще один дідусь, тітка і дядько. I hope you can remember these words, and probably you can even make your own family tree and write down who is who for you. I think it will be good practice of this vocabulary. And I hope that possessive pronouns are clear for you, because this topic is not very difficult, it just needs a little bit of time to practice it. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumb up. It's very important to promote this video. And even if you watch from tablet or telephone, I know it may be lazy, but please, please, please do it, because it's really very helpful for me. Also, I want to thank all of my patrons, as usually. Guys, you have the access to these slides in Patreon, in the feed. I always publish it. If I can, I also publish early access to the video, if I just have enough time for it. As usual, I am very thankful. Я дуже вдячна за вашу підтримку, for your help, for your support. This is absolutely incredibly precious for me. So thank you for watching. Watch more of my Ukrainian videos here. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet, and if you want, you can also support me on Patreon. See you soon. Бувайте!